Hi everyone. I want to share a trick for helping your custom cut foam cases last longer. This Plasti-Dip, which is somewhere around $6 a can, works great for reinforcing the foam surface. When you've got a precision cut case that's made just for your firearm, a lot of times you'll get tears on the edges. In fact, it's just about guaranteed that it's going to happen. And I found that this stuff works great. When I was a scuba diver back in the 80s and early 90s, we used this stuff for our wetsuit boots. Right around the edge where the sole met the side, they would always blow out there if you're walking around on rocks and stuff, getting in and out of your dive location. So we'd use the Plasti-Dip to reinforce them, and you could also use it on your wetsuit too, any place you'd get wear. And I thought because it works so well for the neoprene rubber, it'd probably work for the gun case, because I noticed that my case for the PS90 was starting to get tore up. So I sprayed this stuff on there. You want to start out real light at first, because the solvents in this stuff will attack the foam. So you go with light coats, let it dry to the touch. You want to give it a good 15-minute dry time, and then as it builds up, you can start really loading it on heavier and just spray it on until it looks good. If you can't remove the foam liner from the case, go ahead and just tape it off with some automotive masking tape, and that'll work just fine. Because the solvents in this product are pretty nasty, you don't want to spray it inside the house unless you're ventilated. And you can see how well that works now going in and out. The edges here were starting to tear, and now the thing is just really solid. You can just feel how tough that is now, and that's with probably less than 1 can's worth on here, maybe a half a can I used on there. So you could actually probably do 2 gun cases with 1 can, unless you want to really load her up. I'll show you another case that I did. This is my AR-15 case, the M4. And now this one is a Pelican Case. This one has a removable liner that I custom cut, and how I did this was it comes in 2 pieces here. I did a chalk outline. I just laid the firearm where I wanted it, and I got a scope for it too. I put here. I sharpened up a piece of chalk, did an outline, cut this piece with an electric carving knife like you use for ham and turkey. I bought the thing, cheap, $7 at Aldi. And I just dedicate it to cutting foam, and it works great. Then I use a hot glue gun, and I glue this piece to the bottom piece. And I pulled this out to put the Plasti-Dip coating on there, and it feels really good. It feels real rubbery and rugged, and I haven't had any problems with it tearing. I've got it cut out here so I can actually put the ACOG sight on it, and space here for a removable carry handle. Right now I've got that mounted. So it fits in right like that, and I don't have the scope here right now, but this is the Pelican 1550 case. These cases come with the optional pick and pluck foam, and this particular one was custom cut for my Smith & Wesson revolvers, from the 500 mag down to the 22. I also put desiccant packs behind the eggshell foam lid. That way the inside of the case is always dry. I don't store the guns in here. This thing is actually too bulky to fit inside the safe, but I do want it dry because foam can hold moisture. So desiccant is kind of a must with these cases. The Pelican Pick and Pluck foam looks like this. It's perforated on two different directions, and you can take like a paint stick or something and shove it in here and break these perforations after you mark out your location for your object that you want to put in there. And you knock out chunks like this, and you can do it in any shape. If you goof up, you can use your hot glue gun again and repair it. Normally you'd have another piece on the bottom here. You'd cut off here and then flip it over so you don't see the ragged edge. Set that aside, cut out your shape, glue it on there, and it'll look like this. This is a case that I made for my HK 26.5mm flare gun that I used to carry on my sailboat. And I made spots for the red flares there. I know it's not US Coast Guard approved. I also carried a Coast Guard approved version, but those little 12 gauge flares aren't really worth anything. These things are they got a lot more snot, and this is what I'd actually go to. The 12 gauge flare would just make me legal, and then I've got the handheld flares in there too. But if you spray the Plasti-Dip on here, the perforations won't come apart, because if you don't, it won't last very long. This one here I haven't sprayed, and but it's not something that I go into very often. Eventually I guess I could do that. I don't even have a sailboat anymore. It's just kind of a cool thing I didn't want to get rid of. But this stuff is absolutely essential. If you're going to have your pick and pluck foam, you got to use it. There's no other option, because it's just going to fall apart on you if you don't. So that's your tip with Plasti-Dip. Thanks for watching.